Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here, and at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold was one of the big-time early season stories of last year, leading Carolina to a 3-0 start with some really good play. Only one win the rest of the way, however. Not quite the change of scenery boost the Panthers hoped for after getting him from the Jets. You have to think in his 5th season, he will need to play some of the best ball of his career to remain as a starter for Carolina.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really put him with the Rams once he got there. That was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I like to game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again is Darnold. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold over the middle. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Holding. Offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? The Lance going to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold down to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Darnold on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Darnold on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hunt will try going up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. The Niners at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And taken down just shy of the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard to the 40. Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He completes it to Hunt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He'll get this up to about the 44. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Lance now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Darnold's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To the air again, Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On 2nd and goal. Darnold, the quick slant caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We begin out west, Philadelphia making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Andy Dalton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he wisely will throw that one away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Greenlaw getting home on that one.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Seriously? Team not even a play? Come on, defense!
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he finds Tyler Croft. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
You hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before, and they're well prepared for this final.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It was the 2nd straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 13. Now it's Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Lance now on 1st down. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
On play action, Lance rolling to his left. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down is Lance. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on third down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 65 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. By having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So Darnold and the Panthers now down 7-6, a minute 44 to go. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. Finding Hunt, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.